Is it this guy? Nope.
What a waste.
There he is.
いらっしゃいませ。
So, dude, I've got some goods for you for exchange for some juicy beets. Play pass, there we go.
I
can't believe the shit you get into, man. I bet the next story is going to be just as killer. You are welcome, buddy. I'm glad you
Really, guys?
glad you got some money from that. Okay, where is... So what's the place called again? The batting centre. Skateboard competition. The batting centre. Okay, we want to find out where the batting centre is. M-R-A-R-A-I. Okay, the bat centre. Whereabouts is this? Let's have a look on this map. Oh, you come to play, Shogi, huh? Maybe I should play for a bit. Okay, yeah. We're gonna quit this because I have no idea how to play that. That's the one we need to go to. Okay.
Great. What a waste. I wish you had it. Really, guys? And stay down.
Okay, let's just get straight on with it to the Baton Centre, and then hopefully we've got all the player passes that we need then in order to do the side quests. Okay, we need a play pass, so we need to get 4,000 points, apparently.
Here we go. All right.
try again. Level 2.
Here we go. All right. Yeah.
I'm fucking shite at this. Never really liked grounders though.
Nice.
And then I hit a home run.
Yep.
Not bad. Give it one more go. I don't think I'm going to get to 4,000 points or 3,000 points. Try it.
Here we go. All right. Yeah. Nice.
Hit 2 home runs. Not bad.
Yeah.
3 home runs. Not bad. Considering I'm not really... Right. So 3 home runs. $80 points there. Right, so what we need is 4,000 points. Okay. So this is going to be... I might come back to it, but for now, I'm just not going to wait that long to play that. Alright, what's the other game that we can play that will get us a card? Heaven's Golf. Complete bingo challenge with 8 bingos. Heaven's Golf. Where is Heaven's Golf gonna be? So I think Heaven's Golf is all the way down here. If we get a taxi. There's one there. Okay, we've got a code here. Interesting. So do we need a code to get into the gambling hall? Okay. Okay, what we're gonna do, guys. What we're gonna do. What's this place here? Okay. So we're gonna go to Bats Paradise VR. We have got one pass which we bought off a homeless guy.
Excuse me.
ありがとうございました。
We have got one pass. I think we might have one more. Maybe we've got two. We will find out. If we don't, then what we are going to do is one of the quests are you can get a guide dog to help you, or a, what was it called again? I think it was called a guide dog. Or a detective dog or something like that. Let me just double check. Yeah, so it says here during chapter 4 you'll get a detective dog that you can summon like a gadget, and exploring with the dog there is a chance it will find a play pass. So if it comes to it, then we will find that play pass through that, or we end up winning it by one of these batting halls that we take a while for doing. It'll happen one day, or at some point. So,
Really, guys?
we are going to be able to do that side quest at some point, but when is the real answer. We also have this, the school side missions too. We have two side quests to do there. but we aren't able to get to that yet because it's night time, and also we need to do the main mission to progress that. So mate. Front
Really,
flipped him
guys?
into the air, mate. Okay, gonna try it one more time. Hopefully we can enter. Now just make sure we can't go down there. Okay, let's see how many play passes we actually have after we obviously grade our stats. Boost EX gauge level 2, charges up the EX gauge faster. These skills make life easier. Items. So I'm not sure if we have one. Yeah, I think we just have one. Okay. Alright, no worries. So if we have one, at least we have at least one to, well, two to get. That's one less to get, should I say. So we need two more.
I wish you had. What a waste.
Haha, this guy got fucking shit scared, mate. Used to be in the Matsugane, mate. Nice. On to the main quest it is. We are finally there, guys. We are finally there.
Really, guys?
So the only side missions that we've got left is that one at the virtual reality gaming place, where we need free passes, which are very hard to find. Other than that, guys, we have got every other side mission completed, apart from the ones in the school that we can't do as well. But that has really helped us, including beating up people. It has helped us gain our skill points. We are a lot higher than we were in the last stream. Let's just say that.
What a waste.
Nice. So like I say, I'm going to do this main mission, and then I am probably going to call it, seeing as we've been playing for a while now. Depending on what mission we have to do. If we have to do the mission and it's something we have to, we can't leave on, then we will be doing that mission. And then even if any more side quests come up, then we are going to leave it at that. Just so that we can get it done in it.
Really, guys?
EX Drunken Fist. Pummel enemies while drunkenly dodging their attacks. It may seem like Yagami is leaving himself open, but this is merely a ruse. The move slightly alters with the number of enemies. Press triangle near an enemy when drunkenness is at 6 or above. And we have hit 30%. I'm happy with that. Let's put some stuff up first. What about that bear we won at the fair, no? Can we not put that up? Okay then. Maybe not.
To imagine. And you're saying
crazy to hear audio
this picture?
after me talking for like 5 hours.
Must have really shaken her up. She
To hear them actually talking about.
Some mysterious woman handed her the photo. She's got to be linked to Hiro Mikoshiba's murder in one way or another. If I had to guess, she's working with or for Ehara, but I couldn't tell you how they're connected.
It might even be that she's the one who hired the Yokohama Leomon to attack you at that restaurant. If they're telling you to drop the Mikoshiba case, they're connected too.
A threat like that might have worked on a run-of-the-mill detective in over his head.
But how do you think you even got on their radar at all, Yagamishi? Mikoshiba's case is so big they needed hired muscle to stop you?
If I'm that much of a thorn in their side, the police investigation is worse.
Yeah, that's true. Even if they stop you in your tracks, Kanagawa police will just pick up the trail right where you left off.
I have to figure, I'm not the one they were really there to threaten into staying silent. It was Sawa-sensei. 4 years ago when Toshiro Ehara killed himself, apparently, she thought Mikoshiba was the one bullying him. I set up that meeting with her so she could tell me more about what really happened at the time. But as of now, someone's pretty bent on making sure she doesn't reveal that. That'd be my guess.
Well, if that's the case, I'm afraid their threats were actually pretty effective. Sawa-sensei's lips are sealed now. There's not much we can really do about it.
Don't worry. I'm not near done yet. Besides, they've already made one big mistake.
Yeah?
They hired a gang thinking they could scare a detective off the scent. No way in hell they're expecting me to double down even harder on it.
You're totally right. That was a rather massive oversight on their part.
That night, the news broke on every channel and across the internet that the corpse found in Ijincho had been identified. Every student, teacher, and faculty member at Serio High School would know how Hiro Mikoshiba died. The details were heartbreaking, and a lot of lives were about to be turned upside down.
Okay, I think we're on chapter 4 now, actually. Very cool. That's a good time to end it on, actually. Because we have our detective dog to get us a play pass
The
card.
alleged bully, Hiro Mikoshiba, turns up dead. There is no mistaking the motive in his murder. As Yagami looks into the heart of the matter, a suicide 4 years prior, he is met with brutal backlash from the underworld. Why does Yagami face resistance at every turn? As night falls over Ijincho, the answer slips further into darkness.
Fuck me, that was great then. Chapter 4, Red Knife.
Yes, we have grief counselors on site.
Hello. You've reached
Yes.
Serio High School. Yes. It's tragic news. Mikoshiba-kun was one of our student teachers here, and the school is coping with it as best we can.
Of course. Yes, our parents and guardians have every right to be upset about this. Yes. Oh, yes.
Now to the murder victim found in Izazaki Ijincho. Authorities announced that they have identified the body as Hiro Mikoshiba, a student teacher at Serio High School. Autopsy reports indicate the cause of death was blood loss from a sharp object. Mikoshiba was reported as a missing person.
So, what's the plan today, fellas? Honest, this hangover is kicking my ass. I'm gonna be kinda useless.
Maybe don't drink until sunrise.
That's no good. Without you, Kaito-san, who's gonna be the brains of this whole operation?
You'll have to manage, man.
I figure I'll head back to Serio High today. I should check in on Sawa-sensei, see how she's holding up.
She's got a lot on her shoulders now, huh? Pretty teacher like her doesn't deserve it.
Right from the outset, Sawa-sensei flat out denied that Mikoshiba ever bullied Toshio Ihara. But then we learned she confronted him about his actions 4 years ago. Which means she was starting to suspect he was the bully.
And some chicken shade shows up, makes some threats, and suddenly Teach's lips are sealed shut, huh?
Whoever she was, she has to be involved with the murder. How else could she have Mikoshiba's picture from right before he died?
It's almost like the killer was trying to hide any trace of bullying. And if so, that's pretty bizarre.
Why is that?
I mean, if Mikoshiba really was the bully, why bother covering that up? Wouldn't it work in their favor if word of that spread? That way the murder would be, I don't know, more justified?
Yeah, I do see the logic there.
Okay. But what gets me is, why would Sawa-sensei change her answer like that?
Have you considered she may have been pressured to hide the truth? Perhaps by an overcautious superior? I wouldn't put it past Chairman Okuda to pull something like that.
I doubt he has that kind of sway over her, though. Sawa-sensei doesn't exactly mince words with me. Guess we'll have to ask her directly if we really want to know.
Yeah, but didn't she make it pretty clear you need to keep a distance?
What kind of a detective would I be if I gave up because of that?
Point taken. Well, is there anything I can do to help?
Sure is. Help me kick this damn hangover.
Say what?
Might as well hang back, Sugiura. Only I can get in and out of the school without raising a red flag right now.
Points.
Keeping up with that handyman was a hell of a job. I
Man, why am I stuck babysitting the drunk gorilla while you get to go have fun?
We still can't put that, would have thought you could put the toy there, no? Okay, maybe not. I've even got a model toy as well. But for some reason I can't put that up yet. So we'll look into the item section. We have got 2 play passes actually. So we got 2 play passes. So we only need 1. That's even better. That is even better. So we've placed a wristband there. Let's put a Stamina X there. The fuck is that? Them toys that I won at the game place the other, like earlier. Is it? Ah, this is it. Why can't I place this? Can't place these, no? Okay, let's go. Let's travel to the school and then we will end it there, guys. Looks like school's out already. I gotta go check on Sawa Sensei. Right, well, we can't leave it like that, can we?
Excuse me, Yagami-san?
Huh? Koda-san, what's up? Did a teacher call you over?
Actually, I wanted to talk to you.
Okay.
I saw it on the news earlier. Mikoshiba-sensei was killed. But you already knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
I figured you knew something.
Yes, that's why you've been asking about him. You should have told us, man.
I couldn't. I knew how hard you guys would have taken it.
You know who did it? I mean a lot for us to know. Seeing how he looked after us and all.
We're still in the dark about that, mostly. Unless you guys have any leads. All we have to go on is he was probably killed soon after he stopped going to class.
So, he really was murdered.
Said on TV it took them 2 months to find the body. Did that mean it happened on the day he went missing?
A good theory, Matsune, but you're starting to sound like one of those mystery club geeks.
Oh, what did Sawa-sensei tell you? She give you anything solid?
Nah, we didn't really get into it yesterday. Way too many, other things came up.
Damn. It's just... It's hard hearing all this, man. Will you at least keep us posted if you find out anything?
No promises, I'm afraid. But hey, I'm glad you guys are warming up to me.
I'm Matsui, by the way.
That's more like it.
Could you keep me in the loop too? I didn't like Mikoshiba-sensei much, but I never imagined this. Now I'm kinda conflicted about the whole thing.
I get that.
Anyway, I should get going.
Hey, Sawa-sensei?
Look, I know I can't keep you off campus. I don't have that kind of authority. But would you please stop bothering me?
Can you at least tell me what happened yesterday?
Enough! How many times must I repeat myself?
She's not going to give me the time of day if I keep pushing like this. Guess I'll have to make do with just checking in on her. Head to the faculty room. Okay. I wonder if this picture of Mikoshiba was taken where they found the body. This location must be somewhere in Ajincho, and if I'm going to stay on this case, I need to look into everything.
Hey, Tsukumo, it's me. You think you could pin down where Mikoshiba's body was discovered?
Of course. In fact, I could do that pretty quickly. Why? Did you want to go there now?
That's the idea.
Okay, but do note that it's been a few days since they found him. Police may have already scooped up the evidence.
Yeah, but I want to check it out anyway. Then I can decide if it was a waste of time.
In other words, you've got a detective's intuition? What a superpower to have. Okay, here we go. They found Mikoshiba's body in an abandoned building near Sakura River, near a small park. On the second floor of the building, specifically. The first floor is just a bunch of empty boutiques.
You're the man, Tsukumo. Thanks.
Right. Let me just save this. Right guys, so we've done quite a lot today. We have, well, there's just too much really to explain because we've done a long stream, but it is all going to be posted into 3-4 segments as I usually do. I felt, considering the type of game it is, it might even be 3-hour length game sessions, just because in the 2 hours that you usually play the game, nothing really gets done. Say 1-2 main quests get done. So we will see if obviously that isn't the case, then we will be posting it as a 2-hour segment session each time. I wanted to play it and bang them out today because I feel like I wasn't really getting anywhere playing it for 2 hours, because you'd only be doing like 2 missions, then you'd be coming off the game. So we've done quite a bit, obviously done a lot more than we could have. Well, it's like nearly 6 and that, I think it's more than 6.5 hours. Last time I checked was about 10-15 minutes ago. So saying that, we've done pretty much all the side missions. Going back to the items again, it says we have got 2 play passes, so all we need is 1 more play pass to do that other side mission, which is to go to Paradise VR upgraded, the upgraded version. So once we do that, by getting either a detective dog or taking our time, maybe doing the batting center. Probably not, to be honest, gonna do that one, just because you only kind of gain 100 points each go, and that's if you hit like 3 home runs. And you know, obviously the more home runs you hit, or the more times you hit it, the more points you get. So maybe if that is the case, you would get the play pass a lot quicker that way. But seeing as I am trash at doing that, I probably won't be doing that all quick enough. We will see, or we will get a detective dog and we will be able to find out find this new play pass. There was another one that was about golf, but I'm not too sure where to find that one, to be honest with you. But we will check it out. But other than that, we've done all the other side missions. I'm actually going to read all the missions I've done and all the stuff on them before I go, actually, so I'm going to just do that. But we have done all the other side missions up to date for now. Obviously, apart from the 2 in the school, we might do them the next stream before we get into the main mission, considering it is now daytime and it was stuck at night time, so we did all the other side quests that we could do. But saying that, like I said, we've done about 3, no, not 3, I'd say about at least 8 side missions. So we've done quite a lot. So I'm going to read all the tasks we've done. I think these are the ones that... yeah, that was another one. Speak with NATO, the body model walks at night. So we need to wait for him to go back to school. Well, that wasn't so much an animated body model as a student with misdirected efforts. I should chat with him the next time I see him. So again, that's kind of a waiting mission. And then these are the other 2 missions that we need to do in the school. So we've got 3 in the school, one at Paradise VR upgraded. And then we've obviously got the main mission. And these are all the missions we've got left to do. Will it tell us the ones we've done? Would have thought it would. Yeah, it does. Okay, so we had the Fallen Man, we've read them too. So where's the time capsule? So we had Oji Kubo, graduate of Seiryo High, while on their way home with old friends, they came upon their time capsule. And then it says the same description, basically, except different names. So you've got Ojikubu, I apologise if I'm not saying the name correctly, Hanamizuki and Yagamo. Evidence, and we had a memo of the code and a face sketch of Goto. A sketch of Saya Goto-san's face, Ojikubu-san drew based on his memories of her from 10 years ago. Surprised he remembered her so clearly, he's pretty good at sketching faces, because he became an art teacher. A request from Seiryo High School graduates. Apparently the time capsule they buried in the schoolyard 10 years ago has gone missing. Their only clue is a riddle they wrote as a joke at the time. The riddle goes, the giant's wheel lords over the tree with the most branches, 3 steps south from the roots, 2 more steps east, and there's a treasure, and there a treasure rests. Now, I was confused about that one because I kept looking on the ground thinking I needed the fucking sound amp. I needed to somehow, like, go to the exact place. What I wasn't seeing it as is the Ferris wheel was actually a lot nearer than I thought it was. And we already did the tree with all the branches. So we got to that part. We did it in the end, figured it out. The time capsule was mistakenly removed by their former classmate, Goto-san. It was then safely returned to its owners, and also a decade-long love turned out to be an empty dream. Which was a little bit sad, but at least he got the ending to what he needed to figure out. So now we can move on, like they said, and leave that in the past. Yeah, then had the SRC's hunt for the truth. So we had Akihiko Yabuki, president of the Supernatural Research Club, so the SRC. Loves supernatural and unexplainable matters, finding the appeal in the mystery itself rather than feeling a need to solve it. And Tokioka, vice president of the SRC, currently worried that Yabuki, the SRC president, is overly obsessed with UFOs because of his father, which we later realised and found out that Tokioka has a crush on Yabuki, so that kind of helps in a way. Akihiko Yabuki-kun, president of Seiryo High's Supernatural Research Club, believes UFOs are real, chasing after them day and night. He seems to have somewhat of a rivalry with Amasawa, as she sees it as a job to solve any mystery that comes her way, rather than appreciate it for the mystery it is. He's hired me to take a photo of a UFO. Yabuki-kun's father ran off a while ago, and many of those who knew him deduced the reason was that he ran off with another woman. Yabuki-kun, on the other hand, refused to accept the likely truth, partially due to what his father told him, partially out of willful belief. He believed his father had been abducted by aliens. In the end, though, he recognized that that's just the solution he was hoping for. And Tokioka-san, the SRC vice president, was worried Yabuki-kun wouldn't even wake up to the truth, so she created the recent UFO commotion. So she was doing it in a caring way. Very clever though to use a drone, and the way that it was done, it was pretty cool. Now this is another bizarre case, but we did it. So the body model walks at night. We are still part way through that one actually, because we need to see him again. But Teru, I think that's how you say it, Teru Nato, a Seiryo High student with perilously low grades. His teacher recently informed him that he may end up getting held back, so he decided to try and find the answers to his upcoming test. He chose a disguise that would allow him to simultaneously go unnoticed at school and also be enough of a surprise, if busted, to allow him to make his escape. And we have got evidence, heart thrown at me while the human body model attempted to escape. So these are all just like props, they're not obviously real. You have the stomach thrown at me and the lungs as well. And the details, there's a rumour going around on Chatter that a human body model on campus has been moving. Seems like just another spooky story for the kids to scare each other with. Actually looks a lot like the one in Ghostwire Tokyo, except that one, it was a fucking what would you call it again? I think she's asleep. Fell asleep. It was like a, what are they called, man? A mannequin. It was like a mannequin, and every time you would look away from it, if you ever seen the episode of Doctor Who, it's a mannequin, or like the Weeping Angels they're called. They'd come closer and try and get you while you're not looking at them, and it was the same kind of case, but looks a lot similar. But some students seem rather convinced, so it does have me curious as you poke around the school when it's at its spookiest. So we still haven't had the outcome of that one. We found out it was the kid that was pretending to be, what do you call it, like a mannequin running about, like a cursed mannequin. Turns out it's this kid trying to scare people off on the exam day so that his grades wouldn't, or he wouldn't have to be held back because he has terrible grades. But we still need to find out the outcome of that, because he said he's going to tell his teacher and find out the consequences. The Forbidden Taste. Joe Kyoke, a world-travelling ramen researcher, he came from France in pursuit of the phantom ramen stall that's said to appear on Yokohama Nights. That took the longest in terms of side quests, because we had to make friends with like cats to kind of get them to lead us to a, you know, the ghostly ramen stall. Phantom ramen stall. The phantom ramen stall that's said to suddenly appear at night in Yokohama. It's reported to use a forbidden broth and has become a legend among ramen enthusiasts. Phantom ramen. The legendary ramen served at the Phantom ramen stall. Its true secret ingredient was a dip of the chef's thumb. A dip of the chef's thumb. I can't remember if he actually put his thumb in it, or if he... I'm not too sure. A ramen researcher named Joe-san asked me to find a phantom ramen store that's said to suddenly appear on Yokohama Nights. There's a rumour their broth is made from cats they've tamed. I even heard that cats guide you to the ramen stall. Never imagined I'd say this, but I guess I had to make some cat friends if I want to find this ramen stall. I can't believe that the cats actually led me there, and sure enough there was a phantom ramen stall, but I don't think the whole rumour about them using cats for their broth is true. Joe seemed puzzled by how their ramen tastes different compared to other places, but the secret ingredient I witnessed was the chef's thumb. Today's lesson: there are things in this world you You simply don't need to know. So did he actually put the chef's thumb in it? Because if that's the case, then he couldn't keep regenerating the thumb, can he? Fuck knows. Okay, Paradise VR unlocked. Tashiro Kun. Former member of the Choju clan's Matsugane family, started working as an event producer after the Choju clan disbanded. Apparently the power of fashion compels him to dress like a trendsetter. I guess his all gold get up isn't just to get attention after all. You have no evidence yet of that. After the Tojo clan disbanded, Tashiro Kun became a producer at an event company. I guess even an ex-Yakuza can get a job at a normal event company. I've heard of many former Yakuzas who are struggling to find work, so I'm glad to hear he's doing well. Tashiro Kun said he's making some upgrades to Dyson Cube in order to draw in more players. Give me a second, guys, my throat is dying. I'll ask him what those are next time. I'll ask him what those are next time I see him. So that was the first one we did when we were able to get into it. Right, VR. So Paradise VR upgraded. We still can't do that one yet because we haven't got enough play passes, but I'm glad to know that we only need one. I thought I needed two, so it makes it a lot easier. So we haven't got any people in this one, even though we know it's going to be Tashiro again. It seems Tashiro Kun used the likeness of his acquaintances without their permission to make his game stand out. Does he not know the concept of publicity rights? I'm sure he's going to get sued into the ground eventually, but that's on him, not me. Let the drones fly. That was an okay one. Wasn't very good at it, but I'm just glad I didn't have to get first place on it, because that's what I thought I had to do. So, crew cut guy, he's a guy with a crew cut. Yep, just a tight, high crew cut. Oh, we could have at least asked for his name. A stranger gave me some guidance on the drone races. I should give them a try. I should come back whenever I feel up to it. Extracting the past. This was an interesting one because we helped a homeless guy rediscover his elixirs, would you say, or whatever you want to call them, like upgrades to yourself, so you have kind of a magic power. So you have Ayama, an elderly man from Kamurocho. He was in the first game. It crafts and sells extracts, a mysterious type of medicine that has profound effects on the body. Ayama-san was found in the mountains as a child with an ancient text in hand, and on it was the extract formula. Since little else is known about his past, Ayama-san devoted his life to researching that text in hopes of discovering his ancestry. And then we had Kazumaya, that was the arsehole. Some greedy punk that was arguing with Ayama-san. Ayama-san ended up in Ejincho to pursue research on an ancient text similar to his own. Not long after setting up shop in a new town, he was targeted by a crook named Kazumaya, who hoped to mass market his extracts for massive profits. Despite Kazumaya's freakish boost in power, thanks to the extract he stole, I managed to match him with a power boost of my own, thanks to the extract I got for being a friend. After I defeated Kazumaya, Ayama-san provided access to his shop and gave me the resources necessary for creating extracts of my own. Guess I'll keep an eye out for materials lying around. And then we had the second part to that. So we already read about Ayama in the first one. Tatsuomi Yoshikawa, a professor of ethnology and folklore at the Enoshima College of Cultural Studies. Yoshikawa-san also has an ancient text very similar to Ayama-san's, so they've been collaborating on their research. So that's when we needed to get them all different random items to put together this like potion or elixir. Ayama-san is currently researching the new ancient text alongside Yoshikawa, a professor of folklore and ethnology. This particular text is a codex and eclectic mix of pictures and words that has yet to be deciphered. What I can do on my part is to bring the materials mentioned in the codex so that the extracts therein can be faithfully reproduced. With any luck, that'll help crack the code. The mystery regarding Ayama-san's ancestors was solved at last, although Professor Yoshikawa couldn't verify the historical accuracy of everything in the codex. Ayama-san was glad to inherit his ancestors' lost lore nonetheless. As he put it, he finally had some firm ground to walk on. And I was happy for him because he was homeless and yet he found his feet. In its true meaning. Right, and then we all of these are question marks, so I'm assuming these are all going to be side missions that we have yet to complete in the future, which is good because I was actually enjoying playing the side missions. And then these are the two school stories that we need to complete. And then we're on chapter 4, Red Knife. Right guys. I think that's a quest for going back to Kamurocho. So I think we can go back to Kamurocho at some point, obviously. Right, let's save it again. It's 12, 28, 27. No way, I've only been speaking for 2 minutes. Gonna say. Right. We are gonna leave it there, guys. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. I will be back. I'm not too sure when I'll be playing this again, as I've got a lot to catch up with now. It will be very soon. You know, I'm wanting to get to play this and finish it quite soon, so we can then move on to Alan Wake before we finally get to play Spider-Man 2, guys. That is one of the games I have got coming lined up in the future at some point, so that is something that I am looking forward to playing. But anyway, guys, I will see. Oh yeah, I also want to play Alan Wake 2 as well, so I need to play the first one to play Alan Wake 2. But anyway, guys, I am going to see you in the next video. Peace out.